What's up, YouTube? This is your boy, Dabs Cards. Today on my channel, we're going to be going over that going second Crusadia OTK deck profile. What? Insane. Let's dive into this video.
Alright, here's an overview of the deck. And surprisingly, it's pretty cheap right now. Thanks to Cybernetic Horizon, you can pick up the Crusadia deck core and the extra monster decks needed to OTK your opponent, all for just $9. What? Insane. I run a 9-card Kaiju package. That'll set you back around $9. You could always run a cheaper Kaiju instead of Gamma Seal, make it a little bit cheaper. Mystic Mine, it's a pretty good card because either they negate it or it goes off. And it's about $12 for a playset right now. Dimensional Shifter, it's really good against the meta because a lot of people depend on their graveyards right now. That'll set you back around $39 for a playset. Droll, for those search heavy decks and those combo heavy decks, $21 for a playset. Phantasme, to help me see the cards that I want, that'll set you back around $3. And my locals are pretty link heavy, so that's why I run that. Back row hate, I run Harpy's Feather Duster, that'll run you about $6. And Red Reboot's pretty cheap, it's about $1 a pop. So altogether, this is about a $100 deck. Not too bad. Let's get into this deck profile. Alright, first card we're going to get into is Crusadia Maximus. So each Crusadia has the same special summoning effect, which is you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position to a zone a link monster points to. The second effect is that you can target one link monster you control, and if it battles, you can do double battle damage. What? Insane. That's usually how we end up OTKing our opponent. Part of the 2-card combo is Crusadia Draco. So, same summoning condition, you can special summon it. But if this card is special summoned, then you can target one Crusadia card in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. So that's how we end up usually recycling Maximus, so we can do the 2-card combo. If you're under Dimensional Shifter, that combo is not possible and this card's pretty much useless. Leonis. So Leonis, if you target one Crusadia link monster you control, if it attacks a defense position monster this turn, it inflicts piercing battle damage. So that's pretty strong, especially if you have Maximus. So now you're doing double piercing, which is insane. Arborea. So same summoning condition, but second effect is if a Crusadia monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card instead. So it's pretty insane. It comes up often, protects your Crusadia monsters. And the last Crusadia monster we run is Crusadia Reclusia. I'm not even sure. I'm butchering the name. So Reclusia is if this card's summoned, then you can target one Crusadia card you control and one card your opponent controls and destroy them. But you can protect them with Arborea if Arborea is in the graveyard, so it's pretty insane. I usually don't use the second effect often because I usually use it as link material. Other Crusadia cards we run is Power and Revival. So Power will protect one of our Crusadia monsters and make it unaffected by card effects. So if we're going through combo and they try to ash us, you just chain Power. We run it at 2, and then 1 Revival. Revival will give our link monsters a 500 attack boost. This usually comes up for the OTK because it's just enough for 8,200. It also allows our link monster to attack all of our opponent's monsters once. So it's pretty insane. That's it for the Crusadia package. All right, let's get into the hand traps now. First hand trap we're gonna talk about is Dimensional Shifter. Now, if you have no cards in your graveyard, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Until the end of the next turn, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. What? Insane. So this card's really good against the format right now. It hits Despia, it hits the Terra Laminates, and it also hits Sprites. It hits the Despia because it really hurts their Branded in Red and their Branded Punishment because now they have nothing in the graveyard, so they can't really fusion summon on your turn. It stops the graveyard effects of the Terra Laminates because they really need their graveyard effects to pop off their fusion summon. Sprites, it stops the frog side of Sprites, so it weakens their combo a little bit so you can capitalize on it in OTK. Alright, second hand trap we're going to get into is Droll and Lockbird. Draw and Lockbird is really good against search heavy decks and combo decks. It contradicts with dimensional shifters, so you gotta use one or the other. But if your opponent adds a card from their deck to your hand, so if they open up with like Pot of Desires or Pot of Prosperity, go ahead and hit them with the draw. And for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot add cards from their main deck to their hand. Insane. It stops search heavy decks like Punk and Flunderies. And if anyone opens up with the pot, like I said, just capitalize on that Pot of Desires or Pot of Prosperity and weaken your opponent's combo. Third hand trap I like to use is Phantasme. Now, my locals is kind of link heavy, so I run Phantasme. Against Mech Knights, you know, they like to use Lib, the World Key, Blade Master. The Sword Soul players like to go into Monk of the Tinny. The Tuner players like to go into Christian Haiku Fibrax. The Sprites, I know they like to go into Sprite Elf. That way they can use the Link Rating 2 to go into the XZ. Insane. So yeah, this is pretty good right now. That's why I run it. All right, let's get into the board wipes and board breaks. So I run 3 Kaiju Godarlas and 3 Kaiju Gamma Seals. The Kaijus are just there to get over big monsters. You know what I'm saying? Just tribute them off like it's nothing. Kaiju Slumber at 3. It's basically Dark Hole to clear off the board and then give our opponent a big monster to help us OTK. If this is in the graveyard, not the turn it was sent there, but you can banish this and then search a Kaiju and add it to your hand. It's actually came up a couple times. Mystic Mine at 3 because it's a force negate. If your opponent doesn't set up a spell or trap negate, we just OTK'd and we just won. They just made it really easy and hopefully they side in. Against the back row, we run Harpy's Feather Duster and Red Reboot. Red Reboot obviously shuts down traps for the one whole turn. So you capitalize that and OTK, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they might set some pretty nasty traps that will hurt. Harpy's Feather Duster, like I said, just clear out the back row and then OTK. And that's the OTK deck. All right, let's get into this extra deck. We run 3 Crusadia Magius. He searches Crusadia monsters when something special summoned to a zone he points to. 2 Crusadia Regilex. He searches Crusadia Spell and Trap whenever something special summoned to a zone he points to. And Crusadia Equimax. We usually use this card to OTK our opponent because it has 2000 attack. It also can negate any face-up card on the field at the cost of a tribute of a Crusadia monster. So that's pretty insane. And this is the bare minimum that you need to run the deck. More often than not, we end up OTKing with Regilex because they usually stop our Equimax play. But yeah, here's the extra deck.
Thanks for watching, YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked it, go ahead and hit the like. If you guys got any comments, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. All right, that's all I got for you. Dab out.